You've been lied to. Annabelle is not a demon. It all starts with the people that made her famous. Now, if you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm referring to the haunted Annabelle doll. If you haven't seen the actual doll, you've probably seen the Conjuring series movies. And those are based off of what Ed and Lorraine Warren always wished they were and could be. But they're not who they say they are. These are the world's most famous demonologists. Let's start with how they ended up becoming incredibly famous. Ed was born in 1926 in Bridgeport, Connecticut. He claimed his childhood home was haunted, that he saw shadow figures, lights turning on and off, things moving. Whether or not that's true, it clearly made a big impression on his life. He then served in World War II and he went to an art school. Now, Ed was not a ghost hunter. He didn't go to school for demonology. He, in fact, was an artist. Him and Lorraine would drive around England looking for spooky houses for him to paint. Then he would paint the house and they would knock on the door to the person who lives there, give them the painting, and ask if their house was haunted. Now, this was a very smart tactic on their end. It was a way to get them in the door. They didn't have a reputation, being the famous demonologists that they do today. Nobody knew who they were at this time. Basically, by giving the homeowners a gift, it made them more receptive to wanting to talk to Ed and Lorraine. And then they may or may not ask to investigate if it is haunted. It was mostly a gimmick, but it worked. And it especially worked because of Lorraine. Now, Lorraine claimed that she was clairvoyant and also a trance medium ever since childhood. Now, the legitimacy of that, I'm not sure. By being gifted, it helped Ed convince people to let him investigate. He would say, there's a demon here, and she would say, I feel it too, because she was a medium and she could feel it. And just like that, they became this paranormal power couple. They had no degrees in theology, they had no specific training, they didn't even have YouTube videos to watch to learn, but they did have confidence, charm, and a pretty good story. You're probably wondering how this ties to Annabelle. We're getting there.